guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be making a Chipotle inspired dinner at home. We're going to be making cilantro lime rice, shrimp, steak, guacamole, a little bit of pico, and I also brought some queso from the store that you just heat up. It's just going to be simple, quick, and easy. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, like and subscribe and stay tuned. This is my very first video, so just bear with me a little bit. Salt, black pepper, jalapenos, avocados, tomatoes, red onion, and lime. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the meat. We have shrimp, steak, and green onions, salt, adobo sazon, paprika, goya, adobo, black pepper, basil, cumin, garlic powder, cilantro, olive oil, and butter. So here I am just cutting up the steak into strips so that way it can be bite-sized and it can be filled all throughout the burrito. You want to make sure that you season your meat generously, make sure it's not bland, make sure it has a lot of flavor. I use different spices and seasonings when I'm cooking because I just love multiple flavors to come through, and I love a really good flavor profile when I'm eating a meal. I feel like it helps bring everything together. Mexican food is one of my favorite foods to eat, and right now we're stuck at home because of quarantine. I hope everyone is taking care of themselves, but I just wanted a little bit of something sort of like Chipotle but not exactly like it, so I decided to make this at home. So next we're moving on to our cilantro lime shrimp, and we're going to use salt, black pepper, cilantro leaves, garlic powder, and paprika. And you want to make sure you just season that generously as well. And then you're going to give it a quick little squeeze of lime. And we're going to mix that on up. Open up. Now we're moving on to our guacamole. You want to take a nice ripe avocado and you want to slice it. And then you want to peel it so that way you can slice it and chop it up really good. I peel off all of the skins first so that way it's easier for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and slice the tomatoes into cubes. I like them pretty square and not too big, so that way I could get a little bite of the tomato, not have a burst of tomato juice in my mouth, because I don't really like that. But if you like your tomatoes a little bit bigger, be happy to go ahead and just chop them up bigger for yourself. And then I'm also going to cut up a piece of a red onion. I'm gonna take off the skin, and then we're gonna finally chop that up into nice little small pieces, because you also don't want big pieces of red onion in it as well. I'm not really a fan of that. This voiceover is probably all over the place because it's my first time doing this, but I just wanted to do this for fun. I've been trying to start YouTube for a really long time and I've been putting it off, so what not a better time than now. And we're gonna also take a jalapeno and we're gonna chop that up as well into nice pieces. And I'm also putting some pieces of everything that I chopped up to the side for some pico. The guacamole is just a little something I made for my grandma because she wanted it with chips. But for my burrito, I'm gonna just use pico and have a little drop of guacamole on the side. So now I'm chopping up some cilantro. We're going to chop this up finely. I love cilantro. I could eat cilantro on everything. It's so delicious. I don't understand how people think it tastes like soap. If you think cilantro tastes like soap, comment down below and let me know what you think. So for my quick pico, I put everything into this cup. Added some salt and some pepper, and then we're going to mix it. And then for the guacamole, I'm going to take everything, add salt and pepper, a squeeze of lime, and then I'm going to mix it on up. And that is very beautiful. I love the colors that come through in the guacamole. It's one of the most beautiful foods, I believe. I think it looks delicious. And I just made a little bit because my grandma wanted this as a snack. My mom taught me how to make guacamole. So if you have other ways of making it, feel free to do with that. So now in this pan, we're going to add butter and garlic. And we're going to mix that on up. Let everything melt and get well combined. We're going to add our steak in and let that get cooking. And I have the heat on a medium high. I add a green onion, a piece of regular onion, and some jalapeno. And I'm pouring in queso into a pot, and we're gonna let that warm up. So now I added some lime. I'm gonna mix everything up, let it get really toasty. Added some olive oil into there, and then I poured my shrimp in. And as you can see, the shrimp is cooking on the side with the butter and all that deliciousness, and the queso is getting hot. So I'm gonna just continue letting this cook down and letting it marinate all together. I'm gonna remove the steak from the pan, and I'm gonna keep the shrimp in there and let that finish cooking. Now I'm sauteing the shrimp around the pan, just letting it cook a little bit more. Shrimp doesn't take long to cook, so you cook it until it's nice and tender. I'm gonna also remove the shrimp from the pot and put that to the side as well. My boyfriend's helping me over there in the corner. He's such a good help when I'm cooking. So for the cilantro lime rice, I forgot to film, but I added salt, pepper, cilantro, and lime juice and mixed it up. And here I am just assembling the burrito. I'm sorry, this is going really fast. I added in my meat and my shrimp and my steak, and I'm just gonna add all of that. This one is for my boyfriend. He doesn't like the veggies, so I just, he likes cheese in his. I'm gonna add in some cilantro lime rice, and this rice tastes just like the one from Chipotle. It's so delicious. And then I'm gonna add some Velveeta shredded Mexican blend cheese in there, and then we're gonna add some queso. Oh my god, that queso is so delicious. It's on the border, and it's so yummy. I'm gonna fold that on up and roll it, and then we're gonna put it in the skillet, toast it on both sides, because he gets his burritos toasted at Chipotle. So we just do that in the pan and let that toast as well. Okay, so once that's done, we want to remove it, and we're working on mine. So for me, I have steak, and then I'm gonna add some shrimp as well. I didn't want too much meat in mine, but I just wanted to have a good bit of everything. I'm gonna add some of that delicious rice. I'm gonna add some of my pico that I made, sprinkle that all over. So yummy. Oh my god, so good. And I'm gonna add a little bit of the guacamole, some queso, and I just realized now I didn't add cheese. I'm like, something's definitely missing. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching.